Welcome back, everyone. Now we get into ACLs. Let's first talk about a little bit about what they are, access lists, right? We have standard, extended, and now named. Yes, named. You will be creating named access lists, but again, there's only standard or extended. It's one or the other. Because these are considered numbered access lists because you actually put a number that lets the iOS know, hey, this is the access list I'm about to create. Right? If you put it through 1 through 99, you're going to create a standard access list. If you put it 100 through 199, the iOS knows you're going to do an extended access list. Now, benefits or disadvantages to one or the other. Standard access lists are very limited because you can only use source addresses and you need to place it nearest the destination because all you can say is, hey, I'm denying myself from accessing that over there. Well, you can say that, but you can't write that. You will be access list 1, deny host 1111. Okay, you're denying that host, but you're not telling me anything else. So that's why you got to put it nearest the destination. Nearest the destination. So if it's 3 routers away, 5 routers away, whatever it is, you got to put it way over there. You create it and you apply it over there. All right, where an extended access list, you do it nearest the source because they're more flexible. You can go ahead and use source addresses, destination addresses. You can use protocols and port numbers. You can be very specific as to what exactly it is that you are permitting or denying. So you can place them nearest the source. So if you want to place them on the gateway, on the interface of your gateway going in, I mean, the router doesn't have to process that information. You're being denied at that point. Okay? The named is the same thing. The only difference is when you're doing a numbered access list, you're starting it off with access list, then the number. With a named access list, you're going to start IP access list, and then you go from there. All right, so that's the only difference, but we will be doing labs on all 3 of these. All right, all 3 categories, right? Standard, extended, and then named. All right, so we'll be learning how to do those. All right, now there's rules. There's rules to ACLs. You're going to have 1 access list per protocol, per interface, per direction, meaning either in or out. You can't have 2 ins, 2 outs. It's 1 direction. So 1 access list per protocol, per interface, per direction. That's it. Now, access lists can be several lines long. You don't have to have, just 2 lines or 3 lines. It could be 100 lines long. It doesn't matter. But that is a group. Okay, you go access list. Let's say we're doing a numbered access list 100. Then you have access list 100 1,000 times. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's 1 access list. Right now, what you need to remember is you have an implicit deny, I mean an invisible deny at the end of every access list. What does that mean? That there's an invisible deny everything, both on a standard, extended, and named, whatever. All right, but there is an implicit deny. You need to remember that because when being tested, all right, they may put everything deny. If you start an access list with a deny statement, you got to make sure that it ends with a permit statement. If not, you're going to deny everything. So because access lists are read from top to bottom, 1 line at a time until it makes a match. So if there's deny, you leave it like that, then everything is denied. So if you have a deny, permit, then permit any, if that's what you're trying to do. So it's more of a logical thing. You have to think about exactly what you're doing. And Cisco is really doing a good job of creating these topologies, making you think not only the type of access list that you're doing, but where you should apply this particular access list based on the topology that you have in front of you. So when you go take your certification exam, and I'm telling you now, pay attention to your topology. Take a look at it, see what they want you to do. There'll be clues as to what type of access list you're going to create, and then where am I going to apply it. All right, even though I'm telling you that destination is nearing the source, that's a standard is nearest the destination, and extended is nearest the source. You got to say, I know the book said this, and Laz told me to do this, but based on my design, I need to do it here. Okay, so Cisco is making you think. So be very careful when doing this because simulations do hold weight. All right, so those are the rules. All right, now they want you to know how to create remarks. And we're going to do all these labs, and it's fine. That's fine. You make a remark and an access list. All right, so you can be very descriptive about what that access list does. It's a comment. You can put it in the very top, you can put it in the middle, you can put it at the end. It doesn't matter. It's not going to get read. This is for you. So you know what this access list is. It's a comment that you can create. So imagine if you create a named access list that you're giving it an actual name, hey, block whatever, or you can't have spaces, it's all underscores, block underscore network underscore HR. So you have that, okay, so you know what that is. It's no longer a number. And on top of that, you can create a remark so you can be even more specific. Also, we're going to do ACLs, all right? The way you apply ACLs, I'm sorry, is to go to the interface and put IP access group, whatever it is, 1, 100, or if it's a name, block, the network HR, whatever I said, okay? And there's also an IP access class. Now, we're going to get into this, and I want to give the surprise away once we get into the labs. But IP access class is basically used for your telnet lines, and you'll see once we get into the lab. So this is what access lists are for. They're to control traffic, control, permit or deny, just like we said in VLANs, right? But now we have intra-VLAN configuration. We can go and contact all the networks we want, but we need to be able to deny certain networks or certain networks through certain ports. So this is what access list does. Yes, you have firewalls. Yes, you have Active Directory that can do GPOs. You have a million things, but this is not a Microsoft exam, so you don't have to worry about GPOs. And you're not going to be creating firewall policies in this exam either. That exists in the real world, but what Cisco wants you to know is if you're left in the middle of the desert with a network, and this all the tools you have is an access list, how would you use it to create and secure your network as best as possible? All right? With that said, I'll see you in the next.